I'm about to read something to everybody that I believe is a game changer. And I need you to take this in. I need you to share it. I need you to listen to it again and again as I have read it over and over because this is powerful. It is from sociologist Jennifer Walter, and she's talking about what is happening in the United States right now, and it is powerful. She says, as a sociologist, I need to tell you, your overwhelm is the goal. Number one, the flood of 200 plus executive orders in Trump's first days exemplifies Naomi Klein's shock doctrine, using chaos and crisis to push through radical changes while people are too disoriented to effectively resist. This isn't just politics as usual. It's strategic exploitation of cognitive limits. We are being strategically manipulated and exploited to push us to our cognitive limits. This is why we are having the reactions we are having right now. It is the strategy. Number three, media theorist McLuhan predicted this. When humans face information overload, they become passive and disengaged. The rapid-fire executive orders create a cognitive bottleneck, making it nearly impossible for citizens and media to thoroughly analyze any single policy. Agenda-setting theory explains the strategy. When multiple major policies compete for attention simultaneously, it fragments public discourse. Traditional media can't keep up with the pace, leading to superficial coverage. The result? Weakened democratic oversight and reduced public engagement. Reduced public engagement. The very thing that will stop these white and Christian nationalists. So, what now? Number one, set boundaries. Pick 2 to 3 key issues you deeply care about and focus your attention there. You can't track everything. That's by design. Impact comes from sustained focus, not scattered awareness. Number two, and by the way, I think Buttigieg shows us exactly what that looks like. Number two, use aggregators and experts. Find trusted analysts who do the heavy lifting of synthesis. Look for those explaining patterns, not just events. It makes me think about how there's a lot of content creators out there that just are making TikToks to shock and push the sensationalism without this whole beneficial context that they could be giving us. So he says, or she says, take breaks, process. This is a marathon. When you recognize that you are feeling overwhelmed, which is the point, you regain some power, just recognizing that that's the point. Number four, practice going slow. Wait 48 hours before reacting to new policies. The urgent clouds the important. The urgent clouds the important. We have a lot of content out there with these little things that are so triggering being pushed in our faces, and that is being delivered as if it's urgent, but it's not as important as what we need to focus on. Initial reporting often misses context. Number five, build community. Share the cognitive load. Different people track different issues. Network intelligence beats individual overload. Network intelligence beats individual overload. Remember, they want us scattered. Your focus our focus is the resistance. For me, two things. As somebody who likes to share news, I am 100% going to keep this in mind in terms of delivering it as information to empower us to add weapons to our arsenal versus just dumping very distressing news. I hope that we all, as political commentators who share news on here, will shift into this more. Number two, in terms of my own news feed, where the algorithms are sending me, I'm going to have to be very careful not to consume content creators that are just trying to get likes and shares by putting out information, important information, being on our side, but doing it just to get the shock value, which is literally contributing to the chaos and disorientation that we're designed to feel. So I think this is really important information. I hope you'll take it in. I hope you'll get plugged in locally with your local politics. I can't say that enough. This is the network intelligence over individual overload as an example that they're talking about. So, great article.